in the heart of Bangladesh's capital city, Dhaka. A horrifying tragedy unfolded in what came to be known as the Rana Plaza disaster. It was a catastrophic event that shed light on the dangerous working conditions and lack of safety regulations in the country's garment industry. The Rana Plaza was an imposing structure, housing shops, offices, and several garment factories specifically on its upper floors. The garment industry was a vital source of income for the country that employed thousands of workers, primarily women. Garment workers at Rana Plaza played a significant role in producing clothing for many international brands. On a seemingly ordinary morning in April 24, 2013, thousands of workers arrived at Rana Plaza to start their day. Little did they know that this day would be etched into history as one of the darkest and most tragic moments for the city. As the workers settled into their workstations, the building exhibited concerning signs. Cracks appeared on the walls, and some of the workers noticed the floors trembling beneath their feet. However, the owners of the garment factories on the upper floors ignored the warning signs and urged their workers to continue working. Driven by their relentless pursuit for profit and turning a blind eye to the building's structural issues, the owners' only concern was to meet production deadlines and keep the assembly lines running. As the morning progressed, the situation at Rana Plaza went from bad to worse. A loud, ominous creaking sound echoed through the building, sending shivers down the spines of the workers. Panic began to spread like wildfire, and the workers frantically pleaded with their supervisors to evacuate the building. The factory managers, fearing financial losses and customer penalties for late shipments, hesitated to halt production. Trapped in a moral dilemma between prioritizing the safety of their workers and experiencing pressure from the higher-ups, they submitted to the latter, leading to a devastating result. In a horrifying turn of events, the entire structure of Rana Plaza collapsed like a house of cards, sending shockwaves through the nation and the world. The deafening noise of concrete and metal crashing down upon each other filled the air, and within seconds, the multi-story building turned into a heap of twisted metal, rubble, and dust. The magnitude of the disaster was staggering. Rescue efforts began immediately as people from all walks of life rushed to the scene. Volunteers, firefighters, and local law enforcement worked tirelessly to save those trapped in the rubble. The rescue operation was a race against time, as survivors desperately awaited help amidst the debris. Once the news broke out, the global community was outraged and demanded answers. Protests erupted both in Bangladesh and internationally, demanding accountability from the factory owners and the global brands that have these factories as their source of clothing. Several factory owners and managers were held accountable for the roles in the tragedy. Many were arrested and faced legal proceedings for their involvement in the unsafe working conditions and their failure to have the building evacuated despite visible cracks and warnings. The owner of Rana Plaza, Sohel Rana, was arrested days after the collapse as he attempted to flee the country. He faced numerous charges, including murder, illegal construction, and violation of building codes. However, Rana's murder trial has not managed to proceed to this day, due to the numerous delays from appeals being made in the High Court. Despite the thousands of people who were injured and killed, and his attempt to escape to India, Sohel Rana was granted bail in the murder case, which is set to take effect on July 10th, the same day this video is being released. The Rana Plaza collapse became one of the deadliest industrial incidents in modern history. Families were torn apart, and loved ones were lost forever. The tragedy left a scar on Bangladesh's history, and the world was left mourning for the victims of this preventable catastrophe. A wake-up call was made to the world about the harsh realities faced by garment workers in developing countries. It highlighted the need for greater corporate responsibility, improved working conditions, and stricter safety standards in the garment industry. In the aftermath of the disaster, efforts were made to improve safety standards and working conditions in Bangladesh's garment industry. Brands and retailers faced increased pressure to ensure that their supply chains were ethical and met international safety standards. The story of Rana Plaza serves as a somber reminder that behind the clothes we wear, there is a human cost that can never be displayed on a price tag. It calls upon the global community to consider the true cost of cheap clothing and to advocate for a more just and humane fashion industry.